I'm just here and I'm back to a new Simpsons video, and we are back with a new re-reviewing of my favorite Simpson episodes. And this is another good one that I enjoy from the early seasons of The Simpsons. And it starts with these guards that are just marching back and forth at Mr. Burns' mansion. And Smithers tells them to be more quiet. And yeah, Mr. Burns is sleeping, and we see this dream that he has where, yeah, we see him when he was little and his little teddy bear, Bobo. And yeah, his parents, his mom and dad, say if he wants to, giving him a choice, if he wants to continue to live with his loving mom and dad, or go with this random millionaire. Which, of course, he goes with the millionaire. And little Mr. Burns left his Bobo. And, yeah, Mr. Burns wakes up and, yeah, apparently it's close on his birthday. And, yeah, we just see Smithers just having one of his moments with Mr. Burns. And, yeah, Homer's just waking up and realizes that it's Mr. Burns' birthday. And, yeah, he's not happy about it, and remembers the last time when it was Mr. Burns' birthday. And, yeah, at the power plant, he's got these coat hangers. Everybody's laughing at him because he has these coat hangers just poking on him, which, yeah, it has to be very painful. And, of course, we get the classic, that's Homer Simpson, sir, that Smithers says to Mr. Burns. Him saying, "Who is that man, Smithers?" Homer Simpson, sir. And yeah, Mr. Burns wants Homer to be entertainment on his birthday. And yeah, Homer's writing some different humiliating things about his boss. And yeah, we see these papers. And yeah, Homer tells Ned that he smells like manure, and he's like, "Oh my, thanks for the..." Again, Ned just takes everything very nicely, right? He takes everything so nice, or so generously. And yeah, we see these people look like they're in slavery, because they're walking very slowly, all depressed like. And we get this funny joke as well with these two guys that didn't get in. And yeah, seeing these pictures of Mr. Burns, and yeah, of course, when he sees his teddy bear, he's starting to miss his bear, though. And then we see this band, which is pretty funny, and all this jewelry and stuff that he's getting, and he's still not pleased with all of it. Even these lights that people made, that they have this special camera for him to see, but he doesn't even look. And Mr. Burns, or Homer, gets up and, yeah, pretty much calls Mr. Burns old, and, yeah, pretty much making fun of him, even pulling his pants down. And, yeah, of course, Mr. Burns calls the police on him, and the policemen start rioting everybody at the party. Like, for real. And yeah, of course, he's got his bump on the head. And yeah, Mr. Burns is just missing one thing that he really is caring so much for, and that is his Bobo, his teddy bear. And he would want to know what happened to it. And yeah, we actually see the bear from when Mr. Burns' dad dropped it in the snow back then, from it melting, turning into a river, going into New York City, 1927, with this pilot, gets thrown into 1945, and yeah, to this guy, and then into the North Pole in 1957. It turns into a piece of ice, floating, ends up in 1993 with these guys getting ice that ends up going to Apu's store. And yeah, of course, Bart is having to go and get a pack of ice for Homer. And yeah, he finds the teddy bear in the bag of ice. And Maggie, though, like, man, I cannot just, I can, I just, Maggie's cuteness, though. Again, I just absolutely love, like, her adorableness. I just, again, just love Maggie. And she's just loving on it. And, yeah, Smithers, though, he is in this, I do not know. No, he is in this bear costume, pretending to be Bobo, which, yeah, he is helping Mr. Burns, but doing these, or trying to help him find his teddy bear, and Kent Brockman is talking about it, and of course, Homer being his obvious, not unaware self, because he's literally sees the bear in front that has Maggie, but he still doesn't catch on. And yeah, Professor Frank gives this robotic bear, which goes out of control, and Homer falls downstairs and sees the teddy bear, and yeah, they're saying to try to keep it and try to get Mr. Burns to pay them a very big reward. I really doubt he would pay them anything, right? Just how he is. And Homer is like, he wants to be given a recording studio. And, yeah, Homer gives Mr. Burns the teddy bear. And, yeah, all this gold and jewelry and stuff just falls from his roof. And, yeah, of course, Homer takes the bear back. And he just can't refuse. Which everybody's piling up on him, trying to get him to resist, and he's offering to do a big reward for giving back the bear. And poor Maggie, though, she just doesn't want to let go of the bear. And when she does, when Homer does get it, she is all upset, which just breaks my heart, though, when she's sad. And yeah, Homer, of course, being that can be a really good dad, good father. He does give back the bear to Maggie. And, yeah, Abe just drives straight into the house. And, yeah, Mr. Burns and Smithers tries to sneak in to get the bear and knock out Ned. And they end up getting stuck, which, yeah, the fire department have to rescue them. Then they try to go into the next night, which Homer gets 64 slices of cheese and starts eating them. And he ate them all night. He is up all night eating 64 slices of cheese. And yeah, of course, Homer is like, things can't be much worse for Homer. Which, yeah, he's having to be reported to much worse duties. And yeah, he's getting whipped by turning this thing. And he's like, hey, after lunch, can I whip you? Nope. Aw. No fair. And yeah, apparently he's turning the little cake and muffin display. And Lenny is like, I wonder what makes it turn. And Carl's like, who cares? I mean, it's Homer that's making it turn. And yeah, Homer's trying to get Maggie to trade with this box, but he's having more fun with that box. And then we get a Barney reference. Yeah, get a Barney reference. And Mr. Burns saying that he is going to be taking over all the channels and going to be doing no bear for any of the people of Springfield. And if they have a problem with it, they go confront Homer, unless if Homer gives back the bear. And Barney is like, Homer, give him what he wants. And Homer's like, oh, Barney, leave me alone. And just closes the door. And yeah, Nelson and the others are saying of how Homer won't give back the bear to Mr. Burns. And yeah, they go and pick on Martin instead. And, we just say Mr. Burns and Smithers on the TV. And everybody's rioting. And, yeah, they end up getting the bear. And, yeah, they realize of what they become when they say Maggie all upset. And yeah, they give back the bear to Maggie. And yeah, Mr. Burns then comes back to Homer and he tells him that he has made him beg, which yeah, he gets Smithers to beg for him. And yeah, of course, Mr. Burns goes over to Maggie, and yeah, he sucks on Maggie's pacifier and gets a paparazzi taking a picture of him. And yeah, he gets baited by an infant. Mr. Burns gets baited by an infant, and the paparazzi takes a picture again, and Mr. Burns tells Maggie to hold on to it, that she's won, that she holds on to it and love it and care for it and don't make the same mistake that he did. And Maggie, being a sweetheart as she is, she gives back the bear to Mr. Burns, and he is saying that, write this down, from now on I am going to be nice. Like, he is going to be, Mr. Burns is going to be very nice, and just doing all these different things. And he's like, I'm sure I'll remember it, because Smithers can't write it down. And yeah, so much for that, because of course he isn't nice, and after that, right, like he said here, so of course he didn't remember it. And Homer is wondering if this is a happy ending. Yeah, Mr. Burns back reunited with his long-lost bear, and we cut to these ages, AD ages, and with these monkeys that Mr. Burns in this robot suit gets his bear, and yeah, Smithers as a dog. But yeah, a really good episode. I do hope you all enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, make sure your notifications turn on so anything new. And like I said, definitely one of my other favorite episodes of the early Simpsons.